something from me, I'm telling you what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, communicate, be a little bit softer with me.
Yeah, don't
don't like slap my butt all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? In public, just like slap my.
Welcome to Running Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Ray. I have two very special guests with me. We actually have a very special episode. What we're doing with today's episode, we're on the move. As you notice, this isn't our original setup, our normal setup.
Yeah.
We're here in Carson, California at a good friend of ours, Tony.
Yes.
A.k.a. Pac-Man, a.k.a. He'll be on in a bit. So basically, we're going to have a bunch of friends come on. We're going to have a bunch of friends come on. We're going to have a conversation. It's going to be very organic. We're kind of, run with it, go with it, get to know each other. But first and foremost, let me introduce my special guest. First special guest, we have Areli and Amisha. Areli, we'll start with you. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yes. So I'm Areli, one of your very good friends' wives, and we're here, and we're visiting from out of town, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. How was the drive? You were telling us about it a bit earlier.
Yeah. So Phoenix, Arizona is about a 5-hour drive. Not too bad. And we're originally from California.
Yeah. So George told me that you guys hit some like traffic or like something.
Car accident.
Car accident. Yeah, you guys had really later than expected, right?
Yeah, on the side of the road. Oh.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you here. Glad you made it safe.
You guys made it safe.
Amisha, introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Amisha Lopez. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I'm a nurse. And I'm here. I've known Mike for some time. He's been a really good friend to our family, and I'm really excited that he invited me on the podcast today.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you guys. Have you both.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. So something that I want to talk about with you guys, and since we're here, and Amisha, your kids are together, you've been mom. We celebrated 16th birthday for Anissa. Big deal. Great party, by the way.
Thank you.
And then, of course, you're a newer mom. Right? So I'll start with you, Amisha, because obviously you've been mother longer.
Yeah.
How was it experiencing, 16th birthday? Think about your daughter, all the years, from birth to yesterday. What was that? What was that like?
Honestly, it was crazy. Like, it was so surreal. Like, I couldn't believe, like, I had a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, the time just flies by, like, so fast. And it's just, like, I just remember giving birth to her. Like, I was 18, turning 19. I was a baby myself. And so, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to expect. But we went into it, and I have a beautiful daughter. Yeah. Like, she is very bright. She has a good heart. Like, she is going to contribute so much to this world, and I'm so honored to, like, be her mom and be a part of it, So it's been a great experience. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been steady. Yeah. I want to say. I think that's the best word to say. It's been a steady experience, and it's just been hard work, and we've all put work into it, know?
Yeah. Your son's doing a great job. Raising a beautiful, young, respectful woman in this area too. So they're awesome.
Thank you.
But at least, so Olivia's what, 2 in May.
Yeah.
So think about it, 14 years ago, and Lisa was 2. That's a big gap. So you got 14 years.
Yeah. But it was going so fast. Honestly, like, I feel like Anissa was just 10. Like yesterday, like the years just go by so fast, and I think the best advice I can say for any mom, is to embrace every moment, every opportunity, because the years just go by. Take in everything, embrace it, enjoy it, and don't try to speed things up. Don't be like, oh, I can't wait till my kid is 13. No, your kid is 3. Enjoy your kid being 3. Yeah. Just embrace everything and enjoy the moment.
Yeah, that's great advice.
That is great.
As a father, as a parent, I agree. From my personal experience, yeah. But how is it right now? Like with Olivia's age, like her age?
Yeah. So Olivia's about to be 2 in May, and I think it's great to have friends like you guys who have been through this and can kind of guide us through that whole journey. Because, like you said, I mean, time flies. She's about to be 2, and just at 2, I cannot believe 2 years with her.
I know. I remember when there was a time where I thought, like, you and George, like, I don't know if you guys would.
I think there was a time when we were going to have kids.
I remember. Like, we used to have conversations. We're like, where's the baby coming? Yeah.
I mean, we're here. We're almost 2 years in, and I mean, time flies.
Pleasantly surprised, yeah. So one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast is for when Olivia heard me too, and even for this area, the ages are when they want to look 10 years back and they see mom or you like 10 years from now, and they want to look 10 years back and they go Olivia when she's 14, Lisa 26. And Ariel 20, it's just one thing that to see you guys. This was my mom at this age, and just kind of look and just kind of look a memory bank.
Yeah.
Being the women that you guys are, you guys are goal-driven women. We'll talk about that in a second. Is there like a message or something you'd like to maybe for your daughters to know at this age, this phase in your life that you might be able to share with them? Anything that's on your mind? Put you guys on the spot.
No, that's okay. For me, I just feel like at this age, I've grown to realize that it's important to appreciate yourself, who you are as an individual. Not really try to adapt to other people's version of yourself, but really appreciate who you are, embrace who you are, all of your flaws, all of your perfections, every ounce of you, because all of those things will incorporate to your children embracing who they are. And I realized that who I am at 35 years old, it took me some while, but I'm 35, and I realized that the more I embrace myself, the more I appreciate myself, the more my children will appreciate themselves and, just have so much confidence, because having self-confidence like carries on with you. Like it's not even just like about looks. It's just about academics, how you perform, how you interact with people. You know what I mean? It's just a foundation that you really need to survive like adulthood, So I think that's one solid advice I would give.
I think you mentioned that you demonstrate with action. I think the best way to teach your kids is with action.
Yeah.
You can tell them all day long, but you're doing with action, and of course you do too. If there's anything that you think if Olivia tunes in, say 10 years from now, you'd like to
I think when people say, like, take care of yourself before you can take care of others, it's so true.
Yeah.
And for myself, I've been lucky enough to kind of be given that platform to do that, and not only through my family but through my husband, to be so supportive in that way, where he says, hey, what is going to fulfill you? If that makes you happy and if that's going to fulfill you, do it. And I think having a supportive, not only family, friends, and partner allows you to do that 100%.
Yes,
so for myself, to all the kids and our kids and the kids in our family, right? I want them to feel that sense of fulfillment with themselves, to then be able to share that with the world.
That's great. Those two great. Those are two things that I think resonate with really anyone listening. So I appreciate you guys saying that. I think
Can I just kind of tap in a little bit? I just really want to pinpoint your point where you said that your significant other embracing you, because that's just so important. Once we have someone in our life that kind of allows us to be who we are, that accepts us for who we are, we can kind of excel on a fucking level that maybe we can excel just on our own. So I just appreciate you really identifying that, because it is. It really is. It's important.
Because if you're not pushing each other forward, you could easily be holding each other back, dragging each other down.
Definitely.
It's very easy to happen. It's huge. That's important. I really get two great messages. Just a transition to another question I have for you guys, something to learn. Both of you guys are very career driven. Both focus oriented women, career driven. Where did that come from? For each of you, how did that come about? Where does it come from? If you could tell us about that a bit. Whoever's ready.
Yeah.
Areli?
Yeah, I think we can relate on this a lot more than I think we've realized. But I think not having that safety net, my first generation here, and not having that safety net or any safety net is really what drives me. Not knowing that if I don't do it for myself, there's really no one to catch me. You know what I mean? And so I think when you're...
Did that stem from something like you say, no safety net? Did you experience something maybe within your upbringing?
Yeah. I mean...
If you're comfortable talking about it. I don't know exactly what it is, but just so you guys know, if there's something you're not comfortable with.
No, yeah. I mean, you guys kind of know a little bit of my backstory. My dad was deported in 2007, senior year of high school. And just when everything was looking great, the next day it wasn't. And I've been working full time since my senior year of college. And I've been working full time ever since then, trying to go to school. Now I try to, fulfill a career in logistics at ASU. And just really having no safety net in that sense of there's really no one there financially to support you. There's really no one there to really give you any words of encouragement but yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that and alone one can say I'm not going to do this versus I'm going to do this, and I chose to create the path of saying I'm going to do this and I'm going to show up for myself.
Do something about it. Yeah. I'm sorry that you experienced that. But do you think that molded and shaped you into kind of obviously the person you are today? We did have the way that you were approaching it was more of a positive impact to you than not positive.
Yeah.
Because some people, like you mentioned a second ago, people can react and they go one or two ways. Like they could fold and that kind of pressure. Obviously, it didn't raise up. Do you think that you still would have did that without that problem something happening in your life and with lack of your dad? Or?
I don't think I would have, just because I think when my dad was here, I had that safety net, and I don't think I would have done as much as I maybe have done now. But I'm
so maybe you're more grateful for it. Yeah. Even though we didn't want it to happen. Nobody wants that to happen ever, so.
But I'm truly like a great believer in the fact that like things happen for a reason and we're here now. And I think one can turn and look at it as, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for myself. But in a sense, life keeps going and you have to find that hole and just kind of keep moving forward.
Well, I think that's a great and a strong message. Really, not even just for obviously a living purpose something like this. And you'll probably share it there, but we're going to see it, video like this. But for anybody, anyone, because we're constantly dealing with adversity, And the person's character is a quote. That person's character, the final how person handles adversity, right? So your character clearly had character, for 3 years. Amisha, how about yourself? What were some of the driving factors for you?
Yeah, I want to piggyback on what you said, Areli. Like, no one's really here. You got to kind of figure it out, and you have two options, and you choose whatever option. Like for me, I grew up in a system. I grew up in foster care. I didn't have a mom and dad. I didn't have anything like that. When I did turn 18, I did kind of build a relationship with my parents, but for me, it was just, I had to figure things out on my own. I literally, the phrase started from the bottom, I'm here. Like that's literally me. Like I started living in group homes. I had to fight for supplies. Like I grew up in a whole different like limelight or whole different life setting than other people did. So I just appreciate, you saying like, you can either go this way or that way. Like I could have been like depressed about things. I could have been like, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? But I chose to like grow and I chose to like embrace my imperfections. And for me, like being a young mother actually helped me a lot. Like when I had, like when I had like my first daughter, I was 18. I was 18 when I was pregnant with her, and I was turning 19, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, But like seeing her, I'm like, I want better for you. Yeah. Like I want you to have what I didn't have, and if it takes me to struggle to you to get that, I'm gonna do that, And so she empowered me, and we grew together, and it's just been challenges after challenges, but it's been embracing every challenge. It's just been like a mindset. Like not every failure is a failure. Sometimes failures are here to teach us things. They are here to grow from our failures. So my background has definitely taught me like, do not be sad about stuff. You know what I mean? Like I went through what I went through for a reason because I am the one that I am today.
And for you to touch on failure, you mentioned like the famous words of Kobe when he says there's no such thing as failure, just lessons. Something along those lines.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's just lessons. There's no such thing as failing. You just learn from everything we do. And sometimes we don't get the result we want. Feel good.
You're learning.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to transition. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. I think that's awesome. I hope your girls can tune into this one day. And I want to transition to something next here. I want to just try to figure out a way to do something fun. Kind of just rolling with this right here. So Let's talk about your mans. So for those of you who don't know, their mans are right over there.
That's the noise here.
That's the noise here. And for the record, guys, it's going to be a little bit too loud. So if I could just, I know who it is. I know who it is. So with your for your man, so what's this is something I'm gonna have Alondra do too. She's gonna jump on a bit. What's one thing great that your man does that you love, appreciate, and cherish? But what's one thing that you're comfortable sharing with us that you think you can, that we can all hold him accountable to make you do a little bit?
So for me, I think that my man is the most hardworking person I've ever met in my life. I remember when I was pregnant at 18, turning 19, and he would get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, just go to bed.
Does that, dude?
No, but like honestly, like I would be like, why are you getting up going to work? Like, go to bed. You know what I mean? But it's just like that's his drive. Like he's so driven, he's so dedicated, and it taught me to like when you are passionate about something, you give your all. And if you gotta wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? So he taught me what it means to be like committed to something, and I learned my work ethic through him, and I appreciate him for that, So to me, kudos to him. Like he is my inspiration for like my drive on life. Seriously, like. No, I'm serious. Like, I never had anyone in my life that was so dedicated the way he is. So, like, he taught me that, and I love that about him. Like, yeah.
Amen to that. I agree with you, and I'll share with you on that after you guys go. What's something great George does? And we'll come back to the opportunity.
I mean, clearly, y'all are friends for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think George, for me, is legit, like, saved me. From the very beginning, I mean, has taught me some really great work ethic, and I think first and foremost has supported all of my ideas, whether they're sad, great, low, high, whatever it is. And I think having that support on any level is so important, and so I appreciate that about him. And I may not be on the same level as he is about being as committed to some things as hardcore as he is, but I think he is the reason why we are where we are as a couple, as a family, and I couldn't have wished for more.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I appreciate you as well saying that. I'm kind of like the way I view it. All my friends are hardworking, every single one of them, and I think he's the hardest working guy I know, hands down. And for George, he's disciplined. He's one of those disciplined. Yeah, he's disciplined. His intensity of discipline. So, I couldn't agree with more with you guys when it comes to that. Now about opportunity. Something a little fun here. So you call him out, hold him a little accountable for us. Even the guys are here because we're all here. And again, I'm just gonna put me on the spot later, so she'll be able to say what she said. Just something that you're comfortable sharing with us. If you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah.
I think you shared one with me, George actually kind of mentioned it too with me. He mentioned it to me actually earlier today.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but I will share with you. I do think that as a female, we kind of want more affirmations as far as like who we are as female, what we bring to the table, and I think just hearing that a little bit more is nice.
Yeah.
And it kind of keeps me going.
Yeah.
And when things are expected to be done.
Yeah.
In our lives, in our personal lives, those affirmations come a long way.
Yeah, because I think we talked about this before in the segment you group with us. Your love language is words of affirmation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So mine is too. So I had the same thing. Like I'll tell Alondra, like I asked her the same thing different with it. She does a great job. Yeah. But sometimes I pray about it. But so what it is they say is we love each other. We show our love to each other in the way that in our love language. So my love language is word of affirmation. So I'll express love to Alondra in words of affirmation, but that's not her love language. So I need to love her in her love language and understand what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's good. But George will hold you accountable. We know you're doing a great job. This is not a knock on you. It's all love. It's just, There's no way to make it to that. How about you, Amisha? What about it?
So we're talking about like love language. I mean, he's great. I just wish that he would be more communicative, a little bit more affectionate. I think that, just the way he was brought up, it's like he has to be like this machista. I don't know if that's that's machisto, whatever how you guys call it in like Hispanic. You know what I mean? Like,
we know what your things are.
Whatever. But like, he has to like carry on this image, and it's just like, not with me. I need you to be soft with me. I need you to be, loving, caring, hold me. Everything doesn't need to be so like you're holding me. It doesn't have to be so sexual. Like we can just watch a movie together and just like just hold me. You know what I mean? Like to me, like that kind of opens up me to give you what you want. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like if you want something from me, I'm telling you what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like communicate, be a little bit softer with me. Or don't like slap my butt all the time. You know what I mean? In public, just like slap my butt. Just be a little more gentler with me. I'm a woman. Make me feel like I'm a woman a little bit.
And we love you. We're gonna hold you accountable to that.
I wrote him down.
Yeah, there you go. He's taking notes.
Yeah.
Nice.
She said, hold me, don't hold me, and then she said, hold me.
She said, hold me.
Nice. But you can listen to nothing I
We're gonna play it back. No. Well, I really appreciate you guys sharing that. This is not again to throw shade at anyone. This is just a way for us to get better and hold each other accountable. As I mentioned, Alondra is gonna come on in a few moments that she's gonna say what she's gonna say to our accountability. But lasting thoughts, I think this is a good place for us to wrap it up, just so we can have enough time for everybody else. I want to thank you guys for coming on. I love you guys and appreciate you guys for doing this for me.
Thank you for having us.
I really enjoyed doing this. So thank you guys. Next one's gonna start in a second.
Thank you.